welcome back to Small Town Hauntings.
See, you have problems with it too. Not just me.
Welcome back. Anyways, my name is Bella, and today we're heading to the shores of Lake Erie to check out one of Leamington's spookiest spots, the Haunted Lighthouse.
Hey guys, Nancy here. I've heard some seriously creepy stuff about this lighthouse.
You have?
In the last 5 minutes since before we started taping this.
To be honest, I didn't even know Leamington had a lighthouse.
No, not until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Like really.
But I'm so ready to dive right into it. You know, there's got to be some.
Every lighthouse has some type of creepy vibes.
I would think so, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be some spooky stuff. I've never heard a lighthouse where they're like, "Ooh, it's just unicorns and butterflies coming out of that."
I wonder why that is. Isn't a lighthouse just the one person normally? Like,
yeah, but think about it. Think about that job. It's
isolating.
Yes, yeah, you're always by yourself. All you're doing is waiting for the ships to come through. It's only you and the fish.
And probably.
And there's always like something weird about water anyway, so.
Yeah, and how do you eat and drink? I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you do go into town. I mean, you're not an animal.
There's got to be more than one lighthouse keeper, right? Not just one dude.
Unless you get married, then you got two dudes. Do that.
24-hour job. Jeez.
I don't know if you're a lighthouse keeper, please reach out and let us know what you do.
Know anything about lighthouses?
Because we, other than lighting the torch
and the light to
I don't know,
and
making sure that the ships don't run into land.
It's a safe haven, right? The light is to show you to come to shore.
No, I think the light is so that they don't hit the shore.
Yeah, so they can come to shore. Yeah, right.
No, so they don't hit the shore.
I don't know.
The light is to show that there's land here. Go that way. Go left or right, because in front, there's land. I think that's what it is. Because, I mean, otherwise, think about it. You know, if not, it's like the Titanic. Iceberg, right ahead. I can smell ice.
Can you imagine before there was electricity?
Yeah. That's true. It would be a fire. Some guy running up a big, huge thing. Can you imagine if it blew up before we got there? Damn! Run all the way back down.
You could tell we know nothing about lighthouses. Not a damn thing.
And we got complete. It's the ghost of a flame. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the Leamington Lighthouse was built in 1837, and since then there has been tons of spooky stories, of which I have never heard of any, tied to it. But one of the most well-known ghostly figures is that of the lighthouse keeper. There's a legend that says the keeper tragically fell from the tower to his death during a storm, and now some people believe his spirit still tends the lighthouse, even though he's long gone.
Now I gotta tell you,
I would have retired.
No, yeah. If I just plummeted to my death, there's no chance in hell that I'm gonna keep working and for no pay.
Like, dude, if you're dead, I think it's time that you retire and go live a great afterlife. Go to Florida.
Yeah. Go to some other light. Forget the lighthouse light.
Yeah. Go towards the other light. Yes. All I want to know is what kind of storm was it that would have blew this man off of the tower? Like, or did he have no railings?
Well, yeah, I don't think anybody cared. Yeah,
anybody cared?
It was
the walk of death.
It was back when there's no unions.
No.
He may have been, drinking. I would think if I'm upstairs in a lighthouse all by myself for hours on end, I'd probably be dipping into the sauce here and there.
And then you're like, oh, damn, here comes the phone. I can barely walk a straight line, and
I'm clumsy already. So yeah, exactly. I would go.
I know if it was you going up there, you would have fallen at least 7 times before you got up there.
Not falling so much. Yes, not falling off the lighthouse.
Falling on the way up,
trying to go back down. Going up, I have no problem.
Oh, I don't know if you were in a hurry.
I think
if you were in a hurry,
I'm not really in a hurry to go up a lighthouse.
No, but if there was a freaking boat coming, and you have to hurry,
that's why this is not the job for me.
Nancy's first.
My short little legs. Everybody would just die.
Nancy's first interview. Yeah, no, this is not for me.
This is not for me. All right, let's get into the lighthouse.
Okay, so people who visit the lighthouse at night have reported seeing a shadowy figure standing near the top of the tower, like he's still on duty, which I have no idea what that looked like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would just
holding
think
a
it was
torch.
a person. Yeah, a shadow wouldn't even face me at night.
They say it's his figure that's reflected in the light sometimes, just standing there watching the waves like he never left. And let me tell you, if you ever walked by the lighthouse at night, you can almost feel him watching you. How do you know? A lighthouse tends to be really tall. So how do you feel that on you?
And that far away. I don't know. I guess you just feel
You're just like
it's a pretty big presence. Well, he fell.
You look up and he's like,
But he fell to his death, so maybe he just pops in, pops up. I don't know.
wow,
Like,
that's some
but yeah.
serious
What
superpower.
what else happens at the lighthouse? Are there other ghostly stories, or just the one dude working there?
Him and his ghost friends. We'll see. We'll see what they say. Aside from the figure of the keeper, there are other weird things that go down. Okay. People say they hear sound of a bell ringing, even when the lighthouse isn't operating. And it's not just the sound of the bell, it's this eerie echo, like the bell is being struck by an invisible hand. And if that wasn't enough, some visitors report feeling this overwhelming sense of being watched or touched when they're near the tower. Again, it's always being watched.
And why is he touching me? Shouldn't he just be up
Because
there at the tower?
you want to touch yourself.
I don't know. You ever wonder if it's just the lightkeeper spirit, or if they're like other?
Probably touching you. Probably
No,
say,
other
"Get off my land. Get away from the lighthouse.
Well, what am I?
Step away from me. What are you doing here?" It's probably what he's like. Or do you want to be my wife? If you were there.
No.
I'm there.
I'm good.
I'm married. Okay.
I'm taken. You're like, no, thank you.
So, lighthouses are isolated by nature, and people who work in these types of places can sometimes be very connected to the environment, which they're very
guess.
protected.
Yeah.
So that energy, whether it's from the keeper or just the solitude of the place itself, can stick around. And when it's a tragedy like a death that happens there, it only adds more intensity to the paranormal activity.
I guess death if he didn't do his job and a boat hit the shore.
Yeah, I mean, but he did fall during a storm. So, I mean, the poor guy's probably like in the middle of his duty and he's just like, I need to, and he's still in that era.
And it's probably wooden. That's probably why he fell. Like, think about the strong winds. He probably just went right over the railing.
Yeah, he was like a flag.
Poor guy.
Blown in the wind. Where's the light keeper?
But yeah, I've never been to the lighthouse. We will have to visit.
We'll have to visit it because I've never been to light keeper, and we're gonna have to see if he watches us.
Or if we get tapped on the shoulder. Or grow.
I'll just tell him to go to you because I'm married, sir. If you're okay with her falling up the stairs and down, then she's your girl.
I'll never make it. It's probably a lot of stairs.
You'll be the lighthouse keeper's
I get
wife.
winded after like 10 steps.
Well, then that's when you're like, meet me halfway. You want lunch? Meet me halfway. That would be me. We need an escalator.
Right.
So whether the ghost of the old lighthouse keeper or just the eerie atmosphere of the lighthouse itself, Leamington's haunted lighthouse is definitely one of the creepiest spots around here.
Right. So if you're ever in Leamington, you might want to check out this cool lighthouse, or not. I don't know. I mean, if you're looking for a husband,
Or if you want to be touched.
if you've exhausted all other options, yeah. Let's face it, dating sites,
Yes.
God, they ghost you anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah, you'd be ghosted
have
by his
your own
ghost.
ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even have to ask why he didn't come home that night. He was, he ghosted you, legitimately.
All right. So exactly, if we want to hear, we want to hear about your experiences. Whether you've heard strange noises, seen shadows, or just had an unsettling vibe visiting the lighthouse, send us your spooky encounters on social media or our email at Small Town Hauntings
At Outlook.com.
at outlook.com. Almost
Clearly,
forgot.
I'm the keeper of the email, as you can tell.
Yes.
Small Town Hauntings
Yeah.
at Outlook.com.
And don't forget to follow Small Town Hauntings, and don't miss our next episode. We'll be heading to Amherstburg to talk about the ghosts of the Underground Railroad.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
So catch you next time, guys. And remember, stay spooky.
Ooh.